If you're a new virtual assistant and you're looking at Upwork, I want you to stop right now. Upwork is going to hate this video, but I am here to tell you that I never recommend Upwork for a platform when you're a new virtual assistant. And in this video, we're going to talk about why I don't recommend it and what you can do to find new clients instead. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Erin, and I talk about more money, less burnout. So if you're a virtual assistant, whether you're new or an established VA, I hope you consider subscribing or go on and check out a couple of my other videos. So if you're not already familiar with Upwork, Upwork is a very popular platform that basically matches clients with freelancers. So you, as a freelance VA, can go into Upwork, you can look for different clients who are in need of general services, and you can pitch your own services to that person. Upwork is a very oversaturated market, and what that means is there are already hundreds of thousands of other freelancers around the globe who are pitching that same person that you are. Now, if you're a brand new person, you've never used Upwork before, it's actually very hard to get your work and your pitch in front of that person. And that's because you are up against thousands of other freelancers who are pitching the same thing, who may offer the same services as you, and who might even price themselves a lot lower. Now, if you're a US-based virtual assistant, that can actually be very, very hard because most US-based VAs are charging somewhere between $20 to $30 to $40 to even $50. Now, if you're up at that higher bell curve, you're very likely specializing in something in demand and high paying. And while I love that, I talk a lot about specialization in this channel, it's very hard in Upwork to actually land that gig, especially because there are virtual assistants around the world who can afford to charge $5, $10, something around there. And I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. In fact, I think there's a lot of merit to the person who lives somewhere in the globe who can create a sustainable career in life, charging $5 an hour. But if you're that US-based person, you're living in New York City, $5 an hour isn't going to cut it. Now, secondly, and this is still related to the oversaturated market, is that when you are pitching somebody on Upwork, it's very time consuming. It's not just that you email someone and you're like, here are my services, here's how much I charge, I'm happy to help you, we can start now. It actually is a whole process where you have to put together a tailored pitch for that person. And pitches like that are very time consuming. So it might take you 30 minutes to an hour to maybe even 2 hours to get your work together. You might pitch that person and they might not even pick you. You might never hear from that client again. And that sucks because you've basically just wasted a lot of time out of your day when you could have been actually looking for a longer term client. It's totally wasted. You can't get that time back and you didn't get anything out of it. Now, third, Upwork is actually quite difficult to actually land jobs. So let's say you have put your pitch in. It's actually quite hard to get when you're new in particular because you might be competing against somebody who has 500 five-star reviews and you're a newbie. There's nobody there to validate what you're telling them. If you're saying you're a great VA, you don't have any reviews to back that up. So while I think Upwork was a great option when it first came out years and years ago, I don't find it to be a very viable option in 2019. Here's what I do recommend instead. If you're a brand new person, you don't have any clients, or perhaps you're just looking for more clients or more project work, there is a great free platform out there called LinkedIn. If you've just rolled your eyes, please don't turn this video off. LinkedIn is not a dead dinosaur like so many people think it is. LinkedIn has 500 million active users, and the best thing is all of them are there for business services. So they're already primed to be looking and connecting with somebody like you who can help them in their business. Now, I talk a lot about LinkedIn, so do check out a couple of my other videos about how to use your headline correctly, how to make money on LinkedIn. But right now, I'm going to give you a brief rundown for just a few quick changes you can make that will help put your profile in front of your ideal client. Now, first and foremost, I want you to check out your title. Your title and your headline is the thing that makes you searchable on LinkedIn. And if you've got a bad headline, now a bad headline is something without the right keywords, or you're using words like administrative guru, chances are nobody's searching for the term guru. People aren't going to find you. And that's a major missed opportunity for you. So I want you to use this formula alone. Are you ready? It's your title. So that's virtual assistant. That is the thing that you do. Next, I want you to add a phrase about who you're targeting. So this middle part is your ideal client. If you're a virtual assistant who's working with mompreneurs, these are mothers who are specifically working at home and running their own business, I want you to write serving mompreneurs. If you're a virtual assistant who's really adept at using social media, I want you to write something like serving solopreneurs or startups seeking social media management. The key here is to get very, very specific. So think through for just a few minutes who it is that you really want to serve in your business. And then the third part is something that I very rarely see anybody else doing, and this is what I call your secret sauce. So we're all about more at this channel, and this is where I think you can really take your LinkedIn profile from here to here and stand out from the crowd. I want you to add at this last part the thing that makes you better than the other VA that's on LinkedIn. So to use that social media management example again, if you are somebody who's serving solopreneurs for social media management, I want you to write why you're so great at it. So if you're somebody who excels at Twitter, then you can do growth hacker on Twitter. If you're somebody who really understands Facebook, then you can do something like Facebook lead or Facebook lead generations, Facebook client conversions, Facebook customers, prospecting on Facebook. Like whatever it is that you do, I want that to be your special sauce. And that makes up your whole title. So that's your headline, it's your job title, the thing that you do, virtual assistant. The middle part is the person who you are serving or the person who you'd like to attract on your profile. And the third part is your special sauce. What makes you so unique and so great at your job? That's just one component, because when people search for virtual assistants on LinkedIn, your profile is going to stick out and they're going to better understand who you are, who you serve, that's who you work with, which kind of clients you work with, and what it is and how it is that you can help them. And when you're a virtual assistant, because let me tell you, there are like 500,000 virtual assistants on LinkedIn right now. If a client is looking for a VA, who do you think they're going to go to? The person that just writes, I'm a virtual assistant, or the person that writes exactly what it is that they're doing? When I changed my own profile with this formula, I actually had a lot of clients come to me through LinkedIn, and it was a game changer for my business. So if you are going to work on something new to try to get new gigs, skip Upwork, save yourself the time and energy, and put that time into working on your LinkedIn profile. And changing your headline is just a great way to start. Now, of course, there are a lot of other components to LinkedIn, and there are different things you can do to make sure that you are primed to get those job offers. I do have a couple courses up on Udemy right now, which I'll pop a link to below. One of them is free. So if you're brand new to LinkedIn as well, be sure to check that out, because that covers the basics that will basically get your profile up and running and primed to reach the person that you want to. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you've got any questions, leave me some comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe. If you want to make more money with less burnout, subscribe to this channel, because we're all about getting you more.